Hey everyone, welcome back to Kaylin Bowman. Be fiercely authentic, live your truth. So when it comes to your manifestation journey, what do you find you have the most difficult time doing? So I actually started asking some of my coaching clients, what is your biggest struggle? What is your biggest hurdle? What do you find is difficult to do when you're going through these processes? And the majority of people said that the hardest thing for them to do is to surrender. So in other words, to let go. Because when we really desire something, the last thing we want to do is let it go, right? It just doesn't even seem to make sense, right? If you really want something, then why would you have to let it go? But when you look at things from an energetic standpoint, you can start to understand why these processes are the way they are. And what's actually really great about the power or the art of surrender is it teaches us a beautiful lesson about life. And it really does teach us that if you love something, you have to let it go. And what that means is you have to, if you really love something or if you really love someone, you love them regardless of what they're doing. You love them regardless of whether they're loving you back. And that's what the art of surrender actually teaches us, is love is not conditional, right? Love is unconditional. So you love someone even if they're not with you. You love someone even if they're with someone else, right? And this is such a crazy concept. People don't really understand this because, again, society teaches us that love is, okay, you're doing good things for me, okay, I love you. You're doing what I want you to do, okay, I love you. That's not love, okay? That's conditional love. So when we apply this concept to everything else we're trying to manifest, so I know for some of you guys, you're trying to manifest a relationship, you're trying to manifest a career, you're trying to manifest money, you're trying to manifest the dream home, better relationships, better friendships, whatever it is. Doesn't matter what it is. These rules apply the same way. To fully surrender is to become unconditional. And this means that energetically, you begin to hold a space for your desire. But your emotions are not dependent on whether or not the desire is there. This is how you surrender. So going back to the initial example that I said about when you love someone, you set them free, right? So your emotions cannot depend on whether or not that person is there. That's the key. So if you believe that you can only love someone if they're doing what you want them to do, if they're choosing to be with you, if they're bending over backwards for you, that's conditional love, okay? And that's not surrendering. That's not letting go. That's actually what is called attachment. And from a place of attachment, there is no room for love, okay? Because attachment is rooted in fear. Detachment, right, when we're detaching or we're letting go, is rooted in love. And that is surrender. Surrendering is love. It's loving your desire, but also setting it free. From that standpoint, that's how you create a natural flow. That's how you become one with the universe. But a lot of us are working against the universe. There's this term of, are we going upstream or are we going downstream, right? So when we're going upstream, meaning that we're going against the current, against the natural flow, that's when we're dependent on our desires to make us happy. And from that place, you don't feel good, right? You can even sense your body, your emotions, you don't feel good when you're attached to your desire. But when you become one with the universe, meaning that you go downstream, you're going with the flow of the universe, you step into the flow of love. And love is unconditional. Love goes with the moment by moment. Love is presence. So that is surrender. Surrender is learning how to go with the flow of life, not becoming attached to an outcome, but staying in a place of love, staying in a place of positivity, staying in a place of presence, and not getting caught up in the final outcome, not being attached to a desire. That's surrender. That's all it is. So if you're struggling to surrender, if you're struggling to let something go, think about it this way. Am I being conditional or am I being unconditional? In other words, are my emotions dependent on having my desire, or am I choosing to experience a positive emotion regardless of the presence of my desire? And that's how you know. That's how you know that you've detached. And to be quite honest, guys, when you get to a place of being detached, when you've really learned how to surrender, you're going to be in this mindset where it doesn't matter if your desire is there or not. And that's the place that you need to get to. So if you're not quite there yet, if you're still at a place where you feel like you need your desire, you still have a little bit more work to do in the process of surrender. So the goal is to really get to a place where you're completely content and happy just as you are, with or without your desire. And that is surrender. Alright guys, so I hope this video was helpful. If it was, be sure to give me that thumbs up. Go down below, subscribe, hit the bell to get my notifications. If you guys wanted to work with me one-on-one through my coaching program, all of my information is available on my website, which is going to be in the description box down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.